Hey there, Steve Plummer here. Welcome to another Business Reinvented live broadcast. I'm joined by Cam Roberts as usual. Hey, Cam.
Hey Steve, how you going? Hi everyone, how's things?
Really good, mate. All right, so today we want to talk about overwhelm, or at least how to overcome overwhelm. And there's a little bit of a story behind this, but essentially it's how to create social media content marketing framework that doesn't kill you in the process.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
we had our group coaching call this morning, and this came up. And so, Cam, you wanted to share a few things that we spoke about that may be instructive for those watching, and this on Facebook, as to how to actually do things so that you now understand there's no magic pill. And we were speaking about this just before we went live.
Yeah,
Sorry, folks, there is no magic pill. There's no one button to push, but there are shortcuts things you can do to shortcut the process. And that's what
yeah,
today is about. Not to give you some brush over, pretend magic pill that just doesn't exist, but it's to help you shortcut the process and help you overcome that overwhelm that, frankly, a lot of people, I believe, suffer from, business owners in particular, in
yeah,
the social media space, right? It's becoming more and more challenging to get on top of it all. When I'm sure you will use the term in this presentation, Cam, of social media, as in being social. You have to actually communicate with other people, etc., etc., and that can be time consuming, and that can lead to overwhelm when you've got a business to run as well. So, Cam, how can we create a social media content marketing framework that is going to address that overwhelm concept?
yeah. Well, one of the things that I've always been a great advocate of, Steve, is creating systems and frameworks for businesses. Because I just think like you can't beat a system in a business. You can't beat a framework. If you've got a structure, you've got a formula, you've got something to follow, you can just be consistent with that system and let the system do its job. So as you said in our mastery call this morning with one of our clients, the question was like, where do I start? Like, what do I do? I know I need to do more social media marketing. I know I need to get my brand and name out there, but where do I start? And then the question was, and what do I comment on? Like, what do I say? And so what we did was we unpacked a framework for our client on the mastery call. And as you said, I thought it would be instructional if I actually drew that out today on a whiteboard for those folks that are watching live, and also for anyone that's watching this as a replay. So if you are watching this at all, just leave us a comment below that you're watching live. And if you're watching a replay, leave us a comment as well, and we'll reply back to you on the replay as well, regardless of what platform, or whether you're watching us from our group or you're watching us through the Facebook page. So, Steve, to get started, I'm just going to stop my video and just make sure that you can still hear me okay, can you?
Loud and clear, mate. It's all good. And
Okay.
remember, folks, this is no magic pill, but it's probably the closest you will get to it, because it will give you a framework to I guess, manage what can be an overwhelming task. So, yeah, looking forward to this, Cam.
Great. So can you see my full screen there, Steve, with the
Yep,
the whiteboard?
all good.
All right. So the first thing I said to the client was, look, what you've got to create, because they were the expert in their industry. And I said, so what you've got to do is just spend 15 minutes once a week creating three or 5 minute videos. And these 3 or 5 minute videos actually become the rest of your content for the rest of the week or the rest of the month. Now, in this particular case, for this expert that we were coaching, it was a week thing. So it was create 3 videos a week, and we said, look, 3 3-minute videos probably takes you about 15, maybe 20 minutes at most, not all at once, in 3-minute segments. And once you've got those 3-minute videos, you then give those videos to someone in your team. And so, that would be a virtual assistant or someone that works offshore that can do some of this work for you quite effectively. Now, we teach our virtual assistants and our team members to then take those videos and, whether you upload them in Dropbox or Google Drive or wherever, you take those videos, and those videos then go on 2 different places. First of all, they'll go on Instagram TV, IGTV. And the next place that you can take them is to put them onto YouTube. And so all of a sudden what you find now is that you've got 3 additional YouTube videos that you didn't have before, and 3 Instagram videos. And by the way, if you're not sure, we did a great training the other week on on Facebook Creator Studio. And so a lot of people think, well, how do I do an Instagram TV video? Well, you can do that over on Facebook Creator. Okay, so once you've got these 3 different types of videos created up here on your mobile phone, you can then repurpose them over to YouTube or to Instagram TV. Now, once you've done that, you now have 6 different URLs that you can share across your social media posting or your platform or wherever. But what you can do then is you use a transcription service, and if I just rub out the VA over here, you can use a transcription service to then take these 3 videos and make 3 different posts or articles, if you like. So you get them transcribed, Steve. I use
And
Rev.
I was going to say, Cam, they're the things that we share with our mastery clients, the tools that we actually use to get the job done that we know work. So yeah. And I just want to also say, I guess too, that you'll notice that when I said at the start, this isn't a magic pill. There is still work to be done, but it's work that can be leveraged, and that's the key thing that everyone in business wants, right? You want leverage. You understand that there's stuff that has to be done in any business, but the more you can leverage it with shortcuts and with systems and frameworks, the easier it is to implement and get on top of things.
That's right. So let me I just need a bit more space. I'm just going to rub out these videos over here. Now we know that
2 minutes are gone.
Yep.
Yep.
They've already gone to Instagram and YouTube, right? So that's a given. We already know that. However, what we do, we take our transcriptions that we got from our transcription service up here. Get the right pen. Different color. Nonetheless, we all know what that means.
Yep.
We take our transcribed documents, and then we get those put onto our website, and we do them in such a way that it's an inbound marketing methodology. So one of these videos should be a main theme of the 3, and the other 2 are a subtopic of the main theme. And so this one here might have been 5 minutes. These ones here might have been 2 or 3 minutes, so shorter videos. So what that means is one of these articles is more content heavy than the other 2. And so what you'll have is one of the articles is your main pillar post or your main cornerstone content. So we call that a pillar post. And the other
I was just going to say, it's like the other training we did with how to blog and with your pillar post.
Correct.
This is the video version of your blog system.
Yeah, that's right. So it's how to start it all off with 1, 2, 3 videos. You see. So once they're transcribed, you get them put onto your website. So this is your website, your blog page. But more importantly, then you can repurpose, once they've been written as a proper blog and they have the headlines in them, they have some soft call to actions and all that sort of stuff, they have the hyperlinks, you can then repurpose those 3 articles over on LinkedIn as a LinkedIn article, because LinkedIn also loves content. Okay, so you've got 3 LinkedIn articles. And then you can also put them onto Facebook, onto your Facebook page as 3 Facebook posts. So now, all of a sudden, we started off with 3 videos up here that took 3 minutes. We got them transcribed by a tool. We got a team member to turn them into a blog, and that same team member repurposed them over on LinkedIn and repurposed them over on Facebook. And now what we've ended up with is, and also, I should add that we've got these YouTube videos that we did before. These YouTube videos become a video on that page as well, because it's already about that page. So this particular number 1 content here is about the number 1 blog, but we also take the number 1 video, which relates to all of that, and we embed it back on that page. So it's a lot more interactive now. It not only has the content on it, but it has the YouTube video on there as well. So what we've got now after 3 videos is we've got 3 blogs or 3 articles, 3 LinkedIn articles, 3 Facebook articles, and a lot more content to share across your regular content marketing calendar. But here's where it gets really interesting, is that that's the content side of it, the written side of it.
While you're
What
just
happens?
rubbing that out, Cam, if I can just comment there. So really a lot of that content came from 3 fairly short videos. So, we're talking 10, 15 minutes of work as such. And that work is you sharing your expertise in video format.
Correct. So three videos all kicked it off. Okay, and like you said, 15 minutes. Now, what's important is that as you created those videos and you put them on to YouTube, to Instagram TV, you uploaded one of them to LinkedIn. At the end of a month, what you're going to have, Steve, is you're going to have like ×4 of this. Because if you do this every week, you're going to end up with like 12 videos, right? A month. And we're talking about 12 videos a month, as you said, probably takes what, 15, 20 minutes, like an hour to an hour and a half every month to create these 4 videos. In fact, you probably could do it on the first day of every month, put aside 90 minutes, do 12 videos all in a row if you wanted to get it all done out of the way. So that's how you create the organic content. But what's really important is that you get to the end of the month and you've got all of these videos sitting on these different platforms like YouTube and LinkedIn and all that sort of thing. And you get your team member to pull up the data from those ones, and also Facebook. So you take the same videos that you created up here, and I didn't mention it before, but along with YouTube, you upload them to Facebook. And what you do is you take the data, and what you're going to find is some of these videos and content is going to rank better and have a higher engagement than others. So what you do is then you take those videos that rank better, because now you've got 12. Out of the 12, there's going to be 3 that, they're going to be a top 3, because there just will be. There'll be 3 high performing, videos that you created in the month that are ranking well on YouTube, engaging well on YouTube, engaging well on Facebook, and also you load it up to Instagram TV and LinkedIn, and you'll see that there'll be 3 videos. There'll be clearly 3 winners. You take these 3 videos, and here's a strategy that we use, and you can put them onto Facebook as a boosted post. Now, what that means is that you say to Facebook, well, we already know these videos worked well because of how we shared them on social media organically. But now what we're doing is we're turning them into some paid advertising. And by turning them into paid advertising, one of these 3 videos will be a winner. So if we allocated $100 towards each of these 3 videos, right, and one of these is going to be a clear winner, because it just is. One of them will, perform better than the other 2. So then what we've got is we've got a winning video formula, and that winning video now becomes our main ad that we turn into, a serious ad with a serious call to action. And this one we know is going to perform the best because of what we've already done up here with the testing. And so this last one becomes more of an ad. And from that ad, you can run an A/B split test, and you can run a test going to the 3% of the market that wants something now, and you can run a test to the next 20 or 30% that are interested in more information. Now, if they're interested in more information, that's going to be some sort of ebook. But if they're interested in getting help now, that's going to go to a page where they can book a free consultation or a Zoom call or something like that. So you run 2 versions of that ad. One is what we call a long play. And so the long play is the lead magnet or the free report or the free guide. Another one is the short play, which is going back over here to requesting a consult or a strategy session. Now, when you do this process in this way, it becomes a lot more streamlined, and it's a system for getting better results with your paid advertising. Versus, here's what most people do with paid advertising, Steve, is they go, I've got a product. What I want to do is I want to run an ad on Facebook, and without doing any testing whatsoever organically or any reach, they go, here's my ad. I'm going to put it on Facebook, pay Facebook a lot of money to run an ad. It didn't work, and therefore they say Facebook marketing or paid advertising doesn't work. The
The
reason
marketing stuff doesn't work, right?
that marketing stuff doesn't work. And the
Tried that
reason,
once. Doesn't work.
yeah, I tried that once. I put a video up on Facebook. I did some copy, sent it to a landing page or a funnel, and it didn't work. Well, the reason it didn't work is because your audience wasn't pre-engaged. You and I were talking in the mastery coaching call this morning, and I think you said that you heard somewhere that there had to be, up to 50 touch points these days before someone will make a buying decision.
Yeah,
Right?
I was in a training webinar the other night, and the latest research was saying that up to 50 touches before a buying decision is made. And when you think about that, that's a lot. So if you're, I mean, look, one and done has never worked anyway. But if you are looking for one and done, that's kind of in that magic pill kind of scenario that we talked about at the start that just doesn't exist. Now, I mean, look, you can maybe luck it once in your business career where you just run one ad and hey presto, it works. But as everyone who's tried marketing will tell you, those short kind of wins are few and very far between.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's really important to have that system. That system not only helps you improve your organic reach and your organic impressions, but it also allows you to create better performing ads if and when you want to do paid advertising.
Yeah. And look, one other last comment, Cam, I think too that if you're building up that content over time, that can become a free report. That those transcriptions can become a free report. It can form chapters of your book. If it doesn't, it's not wasted time, I guess, is what I'm getting at. It's a long play. It's not a simple quick fix.
That's right. Yeah. And like you said, it can be repurposed and used not only for lead magnets online to audiences that don't know you, but if you've already got a list of 300, 400, 1,000, 10,000 people on your email list, well, why not turn that content and repurpose that content, as you said, into another ebook and give it to those people as a value add?
Yeah, totally. Lots that can be done, and it is probably only limited by your imagination. So, all right, Cam, we might wrap it up. We do aim to keep these to 10 or 15 minutes. I can see by our little counter there, we've gone 2 minutes over time. So, folks, hopefully that was useful for you in terms of a framework for creating your content and swimming through that overwhelm and giving you a clear light at the end of the tunnel focus, if you like. Cam, any last words before we finish?
Yeah, look, folks, if you're watching this and you'd like to work with Steve and I or get help with your social media marketing or anything to do with your business, go to businessreinvented.com.au. That's businessreinvented.com.au. Fill out a form there, and Steve and I will get that form notification, and we'll reach out and have a chat and talk about your business.
Yeah, all right, we look forward to speaking to you soon, folks. So thanks very much for joining us. Thanks, Cam. Another great session, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers. Bye, everyone.